Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing a GeForce RTX 4070 Super in Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 1, this time with more resolutions and more settings than in the full review of the 4070 Super that I did, or a couple of them actually. So this one is the Founders Edition model of the card. We are running it with the latest Nvidia drivers and I'm not manually overclocking it. You can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power Up's GPU-Z, well, almost all of them because GPU-Z still doesn't know this GPU yet. Anyway, moving on, we're pairing it with a Ryzen 9 7950X 3D with half of its cores disabled, so we're only utilizing the 3D V-Cache cores, and that means that this CPU is basically the same as a 7800X 3D, a Ryzen 7, and that's a very good pairing for this GPU, my friends. Over in the memory tab, we're using 32GB of DDR5 6000MHz RAM in dual channel CL30, and let's get right into the game now, shall we? Let's go over the settings first. I'm starting at 1080p resolution and we're also going to test this one at 1440p and 4K. I'm using the DirectX 12 API, but I'm also going to try some performance mode by the end of this video. And I'm using the Epic settings preset at the moment with the Nanite virtualized geometry turned on, as well as global illumination on Lumen Epic and reflections on Lumen Epic as well, which is actually ray tracing. So this is very intensive. Hardware ray tracing is also turned on, and this is native resolution for now, but we're also going to try some DLSS at all resolutions. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, but I enabled reflex right here, which helps a lot with input lag, especially when you're GPU bound. Okay, we're dropping, and while looking at the map from here, we're getting like 90 to 100 FPS. That looks super weird. Like, what is going on with those reflections there? It's supposed to be ray tracing at the moment, so they're supposed to look great inside of the bush, which is super intensive, especially with ray tracing. It's not dropping from 60 FPS, so you can play at 1080p native with 60 plus 100% of the time on this card. It still stutters, by the way. It still stutters, Night. But that's something that you get... Oh, no. With the... ray tracing enabled, you know, because ray tracing is just, it's so demanding and it's kind of broken in this game, and you end up getting... Oh my god, there's another one right there. Okay, I gotta reload. This is a very crappy shotgun as well, but we're doing it, guys. No, come on. Alright, he's reloading. Alright, there we go. We got this. There's another one dropping. Are you kidding me? Alright, let me go with this weapon. This is an auto shotgun right here. Alright, got him as well. We're doing this. But as I was saying, it will stutter here and there if you use ray tracing, unfortunately, guys. But it's not the end of the world. And after a couple of games, it should be buttery smooth and stop stuttering altogether. Now, to improve stability, I've also enabled the streamed assets in the game launch options. And you can see how it's done, if you don't know how to, in my GTX 1050 Ti video testing Season 5, or Chapter 5 Season 1 actually. I'll link that video down below if you're interested in that, but it massively helps reducing stuttering issues in this game. Alright, let me just stop it right there. We got 95 FPS average, and I'm gonna enable DLSS on quality because this works extremely well with Fortnite's graphics, guys. It just looks like native resolution at the moment. It might be ever so slightly softer right now, just a little bit of a different look. I think on the trees it's probably a little bit sharper, but on my character it's probably slightly softer, as well as on the vegetation here, the grass. But on a 1080p native monitor it will look exactly the same as just native resolution with TAA. So I highly recommend you to enable DLSS in this game. It's definitely very worth utilizing. So somebody shot at us back there, and I'm not sure where from. I'm not seeing anybody right now, guys. This is weird. Yeah, there he is. You camping bastard. Come on. There we go. I got him. What are you doing there? Oh, there's a guy there. There's a guy right there. Come on. I'm gonna try to get him. Come on! No, I don't want to die. Okay, there we go. Oh boy, that was so close. He also had really nice weapons here. Let's see inside of a bush as well. And it drops into the 90s. Not a problem. It's gonna be a high-ish refresh rate experience most of the time when using DLSS here at 1080p and ray tracing at the same time. So if you are at 1080p, these are the settings that I would utilize if you really want a very, very good visual fidelity and you don't care much about being competitive, although you still can. All right, I found this bush inside of the circle, so let's stop it right there for 1080p resolution and bump it up now. Here we have it, 2560 by 1440. I'm gonna disable DLSS, set this to 100% resolution scale. So here we go. This is native 1440p. Uh-oh, what is happening? What? Hello? Oh, people are shooting each other over there. Okay. Should I join the fight with 40 FPS? Don't really want to. Gosh. Okay, got him. I got him. I got one. Oh boy, these are not the FPS that you might want in Fortnite. That's for sure. There's the other one over here. Come on. Can I do this? No. Oh, wait. All right, got him. Oh, that was close. So, you can expect around like 60 to 70 FPS most of the time if you're not inside of a bush or in a very intensive area. And you can expect drops into the 50s and probably even high 40s at times if you get inside of bushes and or if you are in a very intensive area. There's a jumping pad right here. Gonna go in this direction now, which is inside of the circle. Oh boy. That was scary. I thought I was gonna splash into the ground there. Yeah, you can tell that I'm not really that great in this game, right? Alright, 40-something FPS right here. You get the idea. It's not amazing at 1440p native if you want ray tracing enabled. So you'll need some DLSS on quality here, which looks, again, exactly the same as native res. And in this particular title, because of its art style. And you do get those 60 plus 100% of the time. Now, this is how I tested it in my full review as well. And it's an amazing and gorgeous experience like this, guys. If you're not looking for that super high refresh rate experience, this is honestly all you need. Come on, because it's always 60 plus FPS all of the time, right? Come on. Okay. Come on. Nice. Got him. One more down. And, ooh, okay, so there's a sniper boy right there. I also have a sniper rifle. Let me just reload this one. Am I hearing him? Yes. There he is. Come on. Oh, I got him. Oh, boy. What the hell was that? Oh, he had a friend, one of those robot guys, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, we stand a real chance of winning this one. It's 3 people left, including ourselves, my friends. Come on, you guys, start fighting each other or something, so I have an advantage over you two. Okay, come on. 100 FPS, everything is fine. We can definitely do this, guys. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Victory Royale, first game with a 4070 Super, our first entire game. And we actually got it, guys, with RT enabled. So you can definitely do it. As you can see, 92 FPS average with 61% lows is pretty damn good for these settings. And let's bump it up to 4K now. Here we go, 3840 by 2160. Now the resolution. Look at those FPS, guys. It's like it's on purpose. It's amazing. We're still using the epic settings with TAA, native resolution, 100% resolution scale with ray tracing. This is not gonna go well. Okay, so looking at the entire map from above, we're getting 40-ish FPS, dropping down into the 30s now. But it's not dropping from 30 FPS yet, so at least there's that. I thought it was gonna get like 30-ish while we were dropping. Well, now it's actually getting 30-ish, so maybe I was right. Getting 30s, oh boy. Yeah, this is terrible for Fortnite, okay, guys. Of course, it's to be expected because it's native res and 4K resolution with ray tracing on top, so it's super intensive. I'm surprised that it's not really dipping into the 20s yet, but of course if you get inside of a bush it will get those cinematic frame rates, which are pretty bad. So let's stop it there, and I'm gonna use DLSS on quality first, okay? And DLSS quality bumps it up from like 24 FPS up to 40 something FPS, so about 20 FPS of an improvement right there. And outside of here it should get like around 60 FPS, right? Yeah, it's right around that mark, but it's still not great. And the thing is, oh yeah, stop! No. I'm sorry, bots. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm gonna go back to my bush. Okay. But yeah, since it's not 60 plus FPS all of the time yet, I wouldn't really bother with these settings. Let's try it with like performance DLSS though. This might be able to get 60 plus. Okay. Yeah, not yet. Not quite yet. So it still dips into the 50s inside of bushes. It's not going to be a very competitive experience, unfortunately. Also, another thing about DLSS performance, those windows right there are super shimmery at the distance. As you can see, they're just... I don't like that too much, but it's minor, once again, and... It wouldn't really bother me if we could get 60 plus FPS all of the time. And if you overclock the card slightly, just to achieve those extra like 3 or 4 frames per second, you will be at 60 plus 100% of the time using these settings. So it's not a bad experience. It's just not a high refresh rate one or a very competitive one. Alright, we're back to 1080p resolution now using DirectX 12 still, but now we're using the high settings preset with 3D resolution set to 100% and no Nanite. This is for those people who still want a good visual fidelity experience, but with very, very high FPS at the same time. And since high without Nanite looks pretty much the same as epic without Nanite, I'm choosing high settings for those higher FPS and with very similar visual fidelity. Oh, look at that, looking at the entire map from above, 300 plus FPS. Oh my goodness. Obviously, if you get out of it, it actually ends up getting a little bit less, but it's still well above 240 frames per second. That's actually insane. So if you went with like a 240 Hz 1080p monitor and a $600 GPU, I think you should have gone with like a 1440p monitor instead. But still, if you're one of those people, that's fine for competitive play and stuff. And you can definitely have it here even without the low settings, you know. It's high settings, it still looks good. Obviously there's quite a bit of a difference between having Lumen enabled and disabled, or Nanite, or ray tracing, whatever you want to call it. So it will look a little bit worse on high without those things enabled, but that doesn't mean that the game will be ugly now, right? It still looks pretty decent in my opinion, and we get we get competitive FPS at the moment, even though these are not competitive graphics. If you really want to be super competitive in this game, well, you can with these graphics, of course, but the way to go is probably low settings in the X12. Anyway, should we do this, my friends? Let's go. Oh boy, that was a miss. Oh, hi. What is he shooting at? Oh, there's a guy here. Oh, I didn't notice it. That's terrible. Well, you get the idea of what kind of FPS we get in these settings. Let's do quality DLSS on top of that now. Okay, I think we're gonna be CPU bound. Yeah, see that chip utilization? It's not completely maxed out, but it's still very close to it. So there might be some gains to be had with a faster CPU than this one. And this is one of the best CPUs that you can buy, actually. It's just getting CPU bound with these FPS because we're on high settings. Obviously, low settings are going to be a little bit less CPU intensive and way less GPU intensive as well. So we will end up getting more FPS there. But yeah, for now, we get super similar results to what we were seeing before, I guess. Maybe a little bit higher, right? Oh, hello there. Goodbye. There's a guy over there. Yeah, okay, it's another bot. Come on, there we go. But now I can see those little issues that I was talking to you about with DLSS. Look at those artifacts right there. Yeah, so these bushes or these trees still have that issue. If you don't mind it, you can save a little bit of power and get slightly higher FPS than native resolution. If you do mind it, just play at native resolution. It's still going to be an insanely smooth experience anyways. Let's just bump it up to 1440. Alright, here we go. 2560 by 1440 using TAA 100% resolution scale and the high settings with no Nanite. And look at that, we're still getting around 240. Oh my goodness. That is still really good, holy crap, with good visual fidelity at the same time. See why I recommend you to get the 1440p high refresh rate panel instead of a 1080p one, guys? Oh, it's Eminem right there, guys. It's Eminem! Of course Eminem get us! God damn it! Okay, here we are, dropping in the middle of nowhere, and there's another guy. Of course there's another guy, come on. Damn it. I'm gonna start counting the FPS right away, okay? Inside of bushes. Still doesn't drop from 200. I actually thought it would into like the 180s or 190s, Maybe in some other bushes it will. Little stutter right there. Those aren't going to go away, even with super high FPS, as you can see. The CPU won't be a bottleneck whatsoever, obviously. Oh, in these bushes it actually drops. No, it was just because it was a stutter. Again, it will only dip if the frame time has some little spikes there. So it's not really... If it was smooth, if Epic actually cared about optimization in that freaking game, they would fix the stuttering issues, all of them, and it wouldn't really dip down into the 190s. But yeah, it does. But hey, if you are super, super competitive, you want 240 plus, you can have it with DLSS. I guess, okay? I'm thinking it will get that because of 66% resolution scaling. There we go. And now it's getting 240s and 250s. Yep, I guess at least the averages will be well above 240. We got that little issue over there, unfortunately, guys. The flickering, shimmering trees. Why don't they fix it? I mean... It's obvious, they don't care, right? Oh, there we go, sunset time. Beautiful lighting now, okay. But yeah, they don't care about this stuttering, it's been here forever. I mean, they have done some optimizations towards it. It was much worse in previous seasons. This season is not too bad, but it still happens, and it can be distracting and game breaking, experiencing breaking at times can cause you to die as well, which is terrible. And now they introduced this DLSS update recently. Like, it wasn't here in maybe like a couple of seasons ago or 3 seasons ago. The trees didn't flicker like that, but now they do, and they will be like that forever. I died. No, I killed him. What? I died. Why did I say I died? I don't know, guys. Alright, I'm just gonna chill now inside of this bush. Stop counting the FPS there. It's definitely ultra buttery smooth with these settings. I'm gonna do TAA again with 100% resolution scale, but we're gonna bump it up to 4K. Here we go, 3840 by 2160 high without Nanite. Look at that, it's getting 120 inside of the bush. So you can even play at 4K with good visual quality and achieve very high FPS. Like, it's a high refresh rate experience. It's dropping down into the 110s at times, but it's still gonna feel very smooth on like a 4K 120Hz monitor, like the one I'm using right now. It's an LG C2 OLED TV, 120Hz, 4K, 42 inches, and it looks very, very good using these settings indeed. Where are the enemies? Okay, there's one there. Oh boy, should we push that guy? I don't really have a lot of shields, actually. I'm just gonna use this. Regenerate like 10 shields, yeah. And now, let's see. This one also has minis. Oh, no, 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 you bastards. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna stop counting the FPS right now. We got 135 on average and 87 1% lows, and let's see it in another area right here, okay? So a little bit more snow on the screen, still getting pretty much the same FPS. I don't think there's a problem here, you know, even inside of bushes, it shouldn't really drop by that much, probably into like the, oh, there we go. Yeah, 110s there. It doesn't even drop from 100. Now, if we use DLSS quality, of course, we can bump that up even further at 4K while making it look pretty much the same. So let's try it out. And we're dropping once again, 150s. Looking at the map from above, look at that. Yeah, this is gonna be great for a 144 Hz 4K monitor for sure. Let's see this bush right here. Still not dropping from 144. Actually, like, the minimums we've seen is probably like 150, right? That's great. I'm hearing some shots. Yeah, there's one there. Okay. Okay, couple of them. Let's go. You're next, boy. You're... Damn it. All right, wait. Come on. Nice. We got him. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we just gotta let them fight each other and then go to the fights. Ooh, a lot of loot here. Oh, hello. All right, got him. I got him. Oh, that was really close. Damn it. All right, but we finally are back in the game, my friends. We didn't die instantly this time around. I hear somebody. There he is. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm missing. Oh, come on. No. What happened? This is so unfair. Sometimes I switch to other weapons and I shoot right away. This time I switched and it didn't do anything. Anyway, the experience is amazing here when you use DLSS at the same time. It was amazing before, but this is just flawless. It never dips down into the 140s even. Let's move on to low settings, competitive ones. This is it, guys. I just restarted the game and we're now at 1080p res using DirectX 12, still using lowest settings with 100% resolution scale and high textures as well. View distance is set to near here because if you increase it, you actually get grass, and if you have it on near, you don't have grass, which is an advantage, of course, for competitive players. Haha, now we're hitting the 400s. Damn. Unfortunately, it seems like today, the higher FPS I have, the worse I play. So now, the problem is we got a little bit of a CPU bottleneck. You can see that the GPU usage is at around 60%. 70% at times. So we're seeing the limits of a 7800X 3D, or in this case the 7950X 3D, with half of its cores disabled, which is faster than with all of its cores disabled, because this way we are sure that we are utilizing the 3D cache cores, which are faster for gaming. Now this is going to be an extremely smooth and low latency experience, but you will need that really fast CPU with 3D cache, or maybe like a 14900K, 13900K, 13700K, something like that, overclocked at the same time. My 13600K, for example, gets about like 100 FPS less than this one does, and we got 387 on average and 202 1% lows. It's just a magnificent experience here. Super, super great for competitive, guys. Oh boy. Oh, Peter Griffin. No, we don't want Peter Griffin. That guy is just... Oh, he always kills me. Alright, I'm gonna stay here. Can you please? There we go. Stop it right there and play at 1440p. There we have it. 2560 by 1440 TAA, 100% resolution scale. And the low settings, of course, with high textures. Start counting our FPS, and we're still slightly CPU bound. Look at that. Thing is, you can't really avoid CPU bottlenecks if you plan on playing games at these settings, you know. Where's the other guy? Probably up there, right? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, hello, hi. You know what? No, I'm not gonna kill Peter Griffin. I am gonna let the other guy die with Peter Griffin. Yes. Oh no. Come on. Stop reloading this crap. Are you kidding me? Why did you take so long reloading? You know what it is, guys? Since we won the first game, the game started thinking that I actually play well, and that's not the case. That is definitely not the case. Anyways, at 1440p, we still get well above like 240 FPS all of the time. So you could even play with a 360 Hz 1440p monitor if you want to spend more on your monitor than your GPU. And look at that, it's still hovering around that on the averages anyways. And you will also need a super beefy CPU once again. Like even at 1440p, if you plan on playing on low settings, beefy CPU is very much needed to achieve these super high FPS. Okay, alright, come on. Finally, we're doing something. The comeback is real, my friends. Oh yes. Now, both of them are watching us play for some reason. They're like, how the heck, where did this guy come from? Cheater, he teleported near us. Yes. Also, you can also tell that the grass, there is no grass. And for example, right here in this situation, if we had grass, I wouldn't really be able to spot the guy over there. That's just a bot, bro. That's why he's missing everything. But since we don't have grass and we're playing with near view distance, this is way better. You can spot the guy. It gives you that little bit of an advantage. The trade-off is you can't really see the weapons from far away. Look at that. It's just a glow, right? So it could be a weapon. It could be something else. That's a big issue, Epic. Please fix, okay? Anyway, I think that's probably it. We've seen enough. Even driving around, there's no stuttering. And the FPS are still above 300. That's actually insane. Now, 3840 by 2160, guys. 100% resolution scale still. And okay, finally this time at this resolution we can take advantage of DLSS. It will actually make a difference, whereas at 1080 and 1440, since we were a little bit CPU bound, it wouldn't really make much of a difference whatsoever. Okay, I saw one of them right there. Our weapons aren't really that great, you know, a couple of SMGs, green ones. Yeah. Alright, there's one there. Okay. The bot is shooting at him, and there was another one around here, right? So we need to be very careful. Oh, maybe it was that guy? I don't know. Oh, no. We got sandwiched, man. We got sandwiched. Who is this guy? I didn't even see him. You know what? From now on, we might as well just run away from people. Everyone that I see, I'm not going to take any fight. I'm just going to run away in the opposite direction. I don't care. Now, the thing about 4K resolution is that if you have a 4K panel, you probably care about visual fidelity. And this looks way worse than it did previously with high settings and no nanite and with ray tracing as well. So you probably won't really want to play like this unless you are a competitive person. But if you are a competitive person, you probably have a smaller 1440p monitor or even 1080p monitor, so it doesn't really matter to play at 4K low settings too much. So I should probably just move on to performance mode and test that out a little bit. I'm sorry, like you might have a 4K monitor to play other games with very good graphics, and then you play Fortnite competitively and you want to drop the settings. So that's a use case. Okay, I'm finding out why somebody with a 4K monitor would choose low settings over highest settings or higher settings with good visual fidelity, because again, 4K people want good visual fidelity. I myself would definitely go with high settings quality DLSS instead of this, because it looked very good. But again, if you are a little bit more competitive, and maybe if you own one of those ultra expensive 240Hz 4K monitors, you might want to take advantage of it and use like DLSS, low settings, high textures, and achieve close to it. Look at that. We got like a 20 FPS boost here by using DLSS quality now. Yeah, I mean, that's a use case, right? Please tell me yes. Alright, there we go. Another bot down. Let's do this. You know what? Another thing is, if you have enough FPS, like 200 plus, like we're having right now, there's a guy right over there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna die with this one, am I not, guys? I think so. Where did he go? Where did he go? I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna do what I told you I was gonna do. I'm just gonna get out of here. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Run in the opposite direction. Anyway, resuming that conversation. If you want a super competitive experience, 4K with DLSS quality here on a smaller, like 28-inch monitor, because competitive people prefer around like 27-inch sizes, you know? At least I do. So to spot people at the distance, like be pixel perfect at the distance, 4K has that little bit of an advantage over 1440p. It's to the point of diminishing returns, in my opinion, but it is a little bit better. So there's that, guys. I'm gonna stop it there, and we're gonna get out of this one, play a little bit at performance mode and 1080p resolution. Actually, I'm gonna go with 1440p, because it's more adequate for a card like this, in my opinion, again. It says over here that it improves performance, and it lightens the load on CPU and GPU. And it's way better for, like, lower-end systems, in my opinion, than higher-end ones, since it still stutters a little bit. But let's try it out. Here we have it, 2560 by 1440, performance mode, and I'm gonna use 100% resolution scale, of course, and now we can actually use like far view distance. You can, because there's no grass, and high textures at the same time. Okay, here we go, guys. Basically, we're testing the CPU at the moment, since GPU usage is at like 50%. But hey, at least you know that with a much stronger CPU, probably like a future 9950X3D or a 16900K, for example, you would get like 1000 FPS, double of what we're seeing right here almost, because that GPU again is half utilized. Since we're getting 50 to 60% usage here at 1440, at 4K would probably be at like 80 to 100%. Sometimes it would be GPU bound, I think, but other times, or most of the time, come on, we wouldn't. And it's because, again, this is just too easy to run on the GPU. It's made for low-end systems. It stutters a bit more, like it's pretty inconsistent at frame time graph. Like in DirectX 12, it was more stable. It had the same stutters, you know, but more far apart. This is getting stutters every like 5 seconds or so, and that frame time is just not great. And that reduces our 1% lows from like 200 FPS at DirectX 12 using low settings in 1440p, you know, to 55 FPS. That's why I usually reserve this or more testing with performance mode for lower end systems such as GTS 450 that I tested recently in the channel. But I mean, it was way more stable in the X12 and the FPS were still perfect, well above like 250 all of the time. So why? Why would you put up with stuttering, right? That's been it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in the next one very soon. Let me just get this one guy over here. We're probably gonna die, actually. Yeah, he has shields. A lot of them. Come on. Wait a second. We can do this! Nope! I'm gonna get you, boy! Yeah, there we go. See that? I can still do it, even with a little stutter here and there. And also, it still drops into like the 300s at times, which is what we were getting in the X12. So it drops to around the same values when things are happening. Just play in the X12. Catch you in the next one. Love you all. Bye-bye.